you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Well, greetings. All right. Hopefully, I can speak through all this. And it seems like my voice comes and goes, so we'll see how it goes. So, all right. Yeah, wires. Okay, blessings all. And away we go. So, all right. Should be interesting. Maybe. All right, blessings. Greetings. I am Mother Mary. To heal this one and all of you, not to forget my energy is available for those that need it, especially in relationships. My energy is there, especially in families or with partners, because there's so much turmoil. As you awaken to your true selves, this is a shadow of you. Allow your true selves to fully reconnect, where all your knowledge flows through all your lifetimes, galactic, physical here on this earth. And unlocking is much needed. So much turbulence here because of family, miscommunication. You could say it all starts with the family that has caused this ripple in the world of not understanding each other and also not communicating from one family to the other, causing this disconnect. So much disinformation There's so much anger on this world. Anger that does not need to be there. Some are confused, and that's where a lot of it is coming from, unfortunately. Blessings. I was sending a healing out as I was here. That's what the silence was about. Blessings. Greetings. I'm Horvak from the Reptilian High Council. I'm only here for a moment. We are of many different reptilian races. We are with the Galactic Federation. I wanted to bring you a short message of, as the beings on your world that's caused disarray, disconnection, some of them are changing their ways, not all, but a good amount of transformation is happening within the reptilian races. You might see it in your money system as a more of a flowing than before to those that need it most. They have been blocking that for some time, making the rich richer and the poor poorer. I believe you are aware of that, and much has been rearranged. It will take some time for this to fully be seen in your realities, as they will try to, those that are not willing to believe these things are happening are going to try and cover it up, as those that are not doing well financially will find a financial helping. It is on its way. There's much happening in the alliances at this time. Of course, we're not connected with this one very often, or at all, for that matter. But we want to at least make that known to you. One moment. And there's a lot of activities under oceans at this time. Of alliances are regrouping, peace talks. That's not an easy one. As you do see more information of your galactic alliances becoming more known to you, we are of, you can call us of the red race, meaning a red reptilian that is very rare, at least in your realities, but we do exist. Those are part of the High Council. I am a red reptilian. And that is all I have for you all at this time. So much love. And greetings to you two fine people as awakenings begin of health and mental clarity, which is much needed. Blessings. Greetings. I'm Osiris with Ashtar Command. Blessings. There's much happening on your planet. As for peacefulness and transformations at this time, we can say that your skies are becoming more available for extraterrestrial visitation as for sightings in some parts of the world. But that's all we can say we're allowed to at this moment. But there's much going on that's behind the scenes, so we can't go into fully at this time. But we do see a great healing across your world as for truce and peacefulness. That will be difficult for some time to finally find its peaceful connection. But it is on its way. Even if you not see it on its surface, it is happening. Without mentioning any names, that many alliances are becoming closer together. Ashtar is watching it all, supervising, you could say. As we do have many ground crews here at this time. More than you might think, or you might not have thought we had any. But we have several here. We can't go into where they are, what they are doing, but they are within your population and most likely unknown for the most part. They are helping your school systems and those that are not doing well financially as we're bringing aid to them across your planet. Health is number one on our ticket. At least we believe it is very important. I believe you feel the same. And of course, of food consumption, of healthiness, which is a little bit difficult to connect with because there's so many beings here that do not want you to be healthy. I believe you understand that. We just want to tell you. There is peace in the air. You might not see it in your dimension because many do not want peace. But it is working behind the scenes. And some are not allowing it to be seen. But it is there. And it is moving into your dimension slowly. It has its pockets it's allowed to come through. As the beings here that cause ruckus, they like to bring drama into places where there is no drama, as they fool with the minds of many. It is not that hard, as they've been doing it for some time. That's all we have from you at this time. Blessings. Ashtar Command. Blessings. Greetings. I am Raphael. And no, not the painter. The angel. So many questions. I'll be happy to help whenever you are ready.
Awesome. Thank you for coming through. Yes,
Thank
lots of questions. Well, first up tonight is Logan.
Hello? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay.
Barely, but
Hello?
yes, I can somewhat hear you.
Okay, hello there. Many greetings.
Yes.
I had a dream when I was very, very young. I set up camp somewhere in this weird forest. There was very, very thick mist. And I believe I got split from my group or something. And as I was exploring, I came across this kind of ruin area. It's very, very small, but can you tell me what this was? Or where I was?
I believe you're on a Palladian planet. It does seem after war, though. Yes, you had many lifetimes in war on other worlds. And you are clearing that out from what I see. And you're part of many alliances of, yes, peace. But so many races are not ready for that. But you're still being peaceful with them, though. I see.
And my other question was, I had this other dream where I was floating in, or just kind of swimming in an ocean or whatever, and I was underwater. And if you know what a plane or like a plane runway looks like, it was kind of slanted.
Yes.
And then there was a lot of coral lined up or whatever. And then there was a straight off deep end, which kind of seemed like a place where someone would put a base, and I couldn't really go over there. And I needed to catch my breath, so I started swimming up, and there was this bright white flash, and then I can't remember anything else. And I got out of my dream.
You want to know what that was?
Yeah, I want to know what that was.
I believe you were astral projecting there. As for where that was, it seems very reptilian. But your dream is depicting it in a different way. As it was being underwater, it was a lot of tension. From what I am gathering, you were connecting to a world. I don't believe they know you were there. And I believe these memories will start coming through back to you eventually. You were there secretly. And that's how your perception is in your dream. But what I am feeling, you were doing something far else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My perception, of course. That's it.
Do you have another question, Logan, or is that it?
No, that's all.
Okay, so next up is Thomas, and I have his questions. So, first question for Thomas. Can you ask my guides if they think I should get a job, if it's time, or if they think I need more rest and alone time for my healing?
Whatever feels right for you. You're doing what is best for you. It seems you are capable of doing a job. It is up to you to go ahead with it and not to be too afraid to try something new. Some of it is fear, I see, of trying something like this. But I do see it as working with you in a positive way. And understand, you can still heal as you go through this work process. I believe you can handle it. But of course, the decision lies with you. Questions?
Okay, second question for Thomas. Can you ask them also, or my higher self, how many times I've incarnated on Earth?
They say 50 times. That is all I have that's all they're allowing to be heard at this time.
Okay, next up is Peter.
Greetings, Peter.
Hello, much love, Raphael. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm sort of doing like lessons, I guess, at the moment, and I want to reconnect with my true self. I'm on that kind of path, and I'm just wondering if I'm.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
I'm wondering if I'm wondering if I am getting the right information, like what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I feel like it's discipline.
What do you feel like you need to be doing?
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if anyone's got any messages.
Well,
anything I should be doing.
Yes, there is a lot of conflicting energies around you. That is understandable why you might feel of, am I hearing that from the right place? It's quite understandable.
Yeah.
It's quite, yes, there is a lot of chatter going on, and it's kind of like you can't turn the radio off sometimes for your endeavor. You can tell them to quiet down a little bit so you can think properly. But from what I see, you are on your right path. If it was not right, you would not be doing it. I feel like you would stop immediately after giving it a try. So I would just go with the flow. There's beings around you that are trying to manipulate your energy. I see that, and they are kind of humorous in some ways, but either way, you are handling it well. They're testing you. That's basically what's going on.
Yeah, I'm getting tested, and I believe it's like I need to learn discipline, mental discipline, so they can't bother me as much.
Yes.
Is that?
You are warning.
That's what I'm picking up with.
I see you're doing well with that, but yes, you're putting yourself in a place where this is good for you though. More than you might see, but in astral you're connecting to all these beings. And you go back into this reality and go back to sleep. And remember what you need to remember.
Okay.
But this is
a lot of beings are messing with me, but I feel like I'm asking them to. Like I feel like a lot of beings are messing with me, but I feel like I'm asking them to. Yeah.
Yes, it's
make me
almost
stronger.
as if you are you are the zoo animal, and they're outside, not being very helpful.
Yeah. Much love.
But
yeah.
You will, for this, just continue on your journey. It is part of your life test. You are doing well, though. And just go by what is feeling right for you. What is it that is? But these tests they're improving your abilities quite a bit. So, and you're learning much more from them than you might realize. There's Martian energy around you also. And Anunnaki, I see. And Gray.
Wow.
And fairies. Yes, and I believe there's more.
Yeah.
Yes, tiny
Thank you
little
very much.
aliens also. The little ones.
Okay.
Yes, they are around also.
Awesome.
Those are a little bit difficult to connect with sometimes, but maybe not.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
I'll try and connect. Thank you for that. Much love.
Okay, next up is Emmy.
Hi, Archangel Raphael. How are you?
Greetings. I am doing well.
So I was wondering if you have any recommendations for my path as a healer.
Well, first you have to be healed first.
Uh-huh.
There are things that you might not know fully about yourself, such as a World War II energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
I'm aware there's a lot of things I need to clear, and it's like I'm learning all the time that there's more that I need to clear.
Yes, I am seeing World War II lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them. Different aspects, but I will connect your energy. Through Ivan, I will assist you. It is not all that needs to be known, but it will help with your healing process.
Okay. Can you help with clear the Martian blocks too?
Oh, yes, those are a little bit more difficult. That has a lot to do with this lifetime, it seems, that you are part of that project at this time. I believe they call it the secret space program. You're very much involved. You're not part of the military for no reason. There's a lot more, even when you are in the military as a secretary or mopping the floors, you are still doing much more than you might realize.
Yeah.
And there's some of that is karmic debt. I don't believe it's you, but many of those have karmic debt. That's why they're involved in the military at this time.
Like karmic attachments to me somehow.
Yes.
Oh, that's very interesting. With regards to it's interesting. I'm wondering if, since Donald Trump is the president now, if it's a good time for me to return, or should I just continue on what I'm doing right now?
The path you're on.
I'm just wondering why. Excuse me?
Yes. Continue on the path that you feel is right for you.
I'm just wondering if I'm getting visitors just kind of feeding me feeding me those ideas.
Somewhat. Some are positive, some are not so positive. But I believe you're on the right track, and your healing ability you're going through a healing process of yourself, and that never ends. But I believe, give yourself some time. You will know when you're healing, when you feel like you're fully ready for your own healing ability for others. But you're already healing others. But I believe your abilities will advance quite rapidly in the next few months, from what I'm seeing.
And I guess my second question is, I guess once I'm healed, what can I do to connect even more to the angels? Because what happens is, for some reason, I'm just always really distracted. It's hard for me to sit down and focus and meditate and that kind of thing. Even though I invite you guys in, it's still,
well,
there's a lot of chatter blockage.
You have a lot going on right now, and you do connect to us, you just don't remember. But to just, let's put it this way, take a walk outside or even a drive, and you will feel our energies, our presence when the time is right. Right now, you have a lot going on right now, but we are in the background. Well, we're all over the
in and out.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Much love.
Okay, Miguel.
Greetings, Miguel.
Okay, I'm not sure if he got dropped out. So we'll go on to Christy, and if he comes back, he can go next.
Hello, Raphael.
Greetings.
Do I have any messages from any of my galactic family?
Yes, there's a strong Zeta presence around you at this time. And many of them are healers. Interesting enough, Ashtar Command was just here recently. But they're also with you, it seems. I believe they're letting you know of your aspects on Ashtar Command. And meditation, I believe, will bring more information into this. I believe they're there as a gray, but there's other aspects of you there at this time. And a lot has to do with the Earth's governmental, galactic government agenda that you're a part of. I believe you have some idea what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes.
And how is my son Hayden doing? Because I did put him on a new medicine for his behavior.
Yes.
And so how is that doing for him? He seems to be a lot better.
Yes.
So
It seems like in the next couple of weeks, you'll see a great improvement from what I'm seeing.
it's kind of making him sleepy a little bit. So I just wonder if it's just his body healing some things too.
It's fine. He needs to heal. He needs that sleep. He's been tiring himself out. I don't believe he's been sleeping that well for some time now. That's another reason for his mood swings.
Yeah. Because his body kind of twitches, when he sleeps.
That's okay. Yes, he doesn't know what to do because all the stress that's going around him. But yes, he's in a better state of mind now.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you so much. Much love to you.
Much love.
Okay, so next up is Tara, and I have her questions. First question, I would like to know more about the nature and or background of the relationship I have with someone I met when I was 17, who has been in and out of my life since then.
I'm supposed to tell her about her relationship. Doesn't she already know? Is that the question?
Yeah, there's not a specific name or anything. Just would like to know more about the nature of it.
Oh, the nature of it. Okay, one moment. I believe she has some idea of this, but where they're healing each other at this time. And this connection, I'm not sure if that's me doing that. Oh. And one moment. Give me a moment with this. They're connecting to each other. They've had a long history of past lives together. I see relationships of different sorts there. So they are coming back. They will even re-enter because they can only handle so much of each other, it seems. And it is good for the departing and for the coming back together. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's very healthy. There's only so much they can handle from each other, from what it seems. And the true nature of it is they're only there for a brief time here and there. But it goes back sometime, I believe the 16th century. Further than that, but it seems like around the 16th century where they really got close to each other on this planet and had many different past lives, incarnations of different partnership lives. It's without going into too much detail. And right now, it seems like they're healing wounds at this time. They're not fully aware of it, but they are healing old wounds. Not necessarily by each other, but just through different. It has nothing to do with karma between each other. They're just there to help each other. Basically, is what I see at this time. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Tara. Do you or anyone have any important messages for me?
Yes, self-love is still being explored. And loneliness does help with self-love because you become unlonely because this world has a weird way of bringing out loneliness. It's, oh, you're by yourself. There must be something wrong with you. That's not the case. This world has a lot to learn. But she's learning self-love at this time. And being alone is good. It should not be seen as something wrong with you or whatever it is. I can go on for forever on that one. But right now it is. And she'll also find career. A time of pause is good from the rest of the world. I believe a career will come about, but she has to be more sure of herself for it to happen. Blessings.
Thank you. Next is Kim R. I'll just specify just in case. First question for Kim. Could I have the name of Queen Victoria's child, who I was?
One moment. I don't believe that data is out. Not for public consumption at this time. You're not saying anything. I have to pass on that one for the moment.
Okay, second question for Kim. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, you're going through a healing process. It does seem like with family members, reconnecting to them and understanding them more, as before it was questioning why they would do certain things, but now it seems like, at least in your future time, you will see more of why these certain actions are being made, meaning you're seeing beyond this physical reality. I believe now you're seeing it slightly, but I believe it will open up more in your future time. Just give yourself some time for it to awaken. That's all we have. Blessings.
Okay, Daniel, you're next.
Hello, Raphael.
Greetings.
Greetings. My first question revolves around how, just not too recently, but I've been feeling a kind of frustration lately around this feeling of, how we say, feeling gimped or limited in many ways. Like, I guess, for example, the most recent example I could think of is like during my calculus class yesterday, like I didn't feel like I was all mentally there, or the mental clarity wasn't there that I knew that I was capable of, and just feeling that kind of frustration time and time again, along with other things like, for example, my telekinesis not being able to really practice it, things like that, just feeling an overall kind of frustration around feeling limited, like a sense of like I want to break free of that kind of, I guess you could say, shackles. Is there anything more that could be said about that, or how I could really just, I guess, break free is the only way I could really word it?
Give it time. Right now there's a lot of tension around you, and you're going through a lot with your galactic friends. Give it time. Your focus, I believe you can still have focus when it is needed. Like throw it in there so, but for right now it seems that your energy is scattered because of what is happening around you. Of course, meditation doesn't always have the answers. A simple walk might help more clarity. But right now, the beings around you are not making it easy from what it seems. And as for clearing that up, is to give it time. I believe it will finally calm itself down, from what I am seeing at this time. That's the best I have right now.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
I guess my second question is, like, whenever I go into a meditation, like in an altered state, I sometimes, of course, see things, but when I do see these things, I don't really I don't know how to word it. I don't really stay in that state for long when I see something. It's like, for example, in today's meditation, I saw a reptilian, like as a reptilian, not just like, you know, how you say, shapeshifter or whatever. But it's like, once I saw that reptilian, it's like, I guess I got excited.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like was knocked, I don't want to say knocked out, but I got out of that kind of altered state, and I couldn't get back into it to see more. Is there any messages or advice on how to, like, once I'm in that state, to kind of hold it?
It seems like part of you is throwing yourself out. Is to put that mindset that you will stay in that mindset, But it seems like you're not fully ready to stay there too long because there is a lot of beings there that are not making it easy for you also. One moment. As you go into this state, I would try a couple more times or give it a few days to relax. I believe as you give it a relax and give it a few days without doing any of that and then going back into it, I believe it will last a little bit longer. It seems like the more you let it go for a while, the longer you will stay. From what I'm seeing.
I'm also getting that it would also just take a bit of practice. Like as I expose myself more, I'll just get more used to it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's part of you is throwing yourself out. You're kicking yourself out. You're still getting used to it. But it is how you feel. Yes, if you feel like going back in, fine. I believe you'll be fine, of course.
Okay. I guess, would there be any healing that I would need to do for that part of myself, or?
Well, from what I see, this is healing for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Okay, the next question we have is for Mark, our member Mark, and he would like to know if there are any messages for him.
Only that there's a lot of activity in his skies at this time. Where he is living, where he goes to work. Possibly if he looks in the sky, he might see one of his alien friends. Possibly. But at this time, it seems like they cannot call out to him. But I believe he will see something eventually. It might take some time, but there seems to be a lot of activity. I see Reptilian, but more of the positive kind, assisting him in his projects. Let's put it that way. They are curious on what he's doing at this time. Blessings.
Okay, I'm just waiting for Miguel's questions to come through, so we'll go on to Michelle and we'll follow with Miguel.
Greetings, Archangel Raphael.
Greetings.
So, we had a discussion about color and healing last Saturday with Jim. So, I was trying it out. I'm actually if I go to an eye doctor, I'm colorblind. So, a curiosity of mine has always been, if I cannot see the real colors as they appear on Earth, how do I know that the ones I create are the right colors? Is that a thing?
Well, I believe they are the right ones. If you do not feel like they're the right ones, then change it.
Well, I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, then keep changing it until you know.
So when, if I call on you, which I do, for most every healing session, I don't really know exactly what your specialties are. I do know that you're the first one I've heard, or at least recall, mention use color. So I was wondering if you could kind of explain how you assist or what your specialties are in healings, and also the idea of how you use color and what it does in the healing process.
Things, don't you? Well, my whole resume.
I would love your resume. You could just send it to me, lay it on my bed.
What it is, you could say, I like to use some of your lingo on your planets. I cut through your matrix, allow you to see more of the angelic world. Some of you are angels reincarnated That helps very much in bringing the vibrations back into your planet. Many have forgotten, but for good reason. That is part of the test. Because you are all healers, it assists all humans that you are all healers to reconnect, to bring that back. And as for color, all colors work, all of them.
Even black?
It's whatever works with you. What do you feel comfortable with? Some feel very comfortable with gold, probably because there's a money energy there, but not always. There is a lot of power with gold. And with you, gold might work the best, but that's up to you. Gold can cut through all things. Of course, all colors can, but gold seems to be powerful among many on this planet.
What about the color black? What does that do?
Black works. It depends on the vibration you put on black, but black can work also. It varies with everyone, definitely.
Okay. All right, so we just think a color and intend healing, and that's how it works. That's all.
Intention of being healed and healing others. It's probably best to heal yourself first, but you're always healing each other. But if you feel you need healing, it is good to use a color that feels very resonant to you, to feel it around you, all around. It could be your whole, everywhere that you live also. It could be as large as you want it to be. You're not just healing yourself. When you do that, you're healing others around you.
Thank you.
Of course, some do reject it, but not always.
It's true. We know those. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Much love.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Miguel, and I have his questions here. So the first one he asks, it's about when he's doing Reiki.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just having issues with this here. Okay. When I give Reiki to other people and myself, I'm getting very tired and sleepy. Could you tell me why this is?
Because you need to be healed. There's a lot in your timeline they're not fully aware of. And when you heal your past, you get very tired. It's good though, because you're recycling yourself. When you sleep, when you relax, you're letting these things go. You might not know what they are, but you are letting much go. And it is doing you, I believe, after the rest, you feel much better, because you are unlocking a lot from your chakras that you are definitely unaware of. But it does not always need to be known what that is. Sometimes it's best not to know, because it distracts you from your life here. And right now, this is your mission, as for everyone. So sometimes the past lives aren't that important. Some need to be known, many do not. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Miguel. Are there any messages from my guides? I feel they are being very vague with their messages.
Yes.
Can they give me something useful?
Well, no, not really. It's basically you have to figure out on your own. Basically, if they say too much, it'll be too much for you to. It will be too much. You have to live your life and discover it on your own, figure it out on your own. They are assisting you on your discoveries, but they have to be very vague at this time. I don't believe that would be always, but at this time it is going to be vague. Yes, that's all they say. Only you're on the right track. Your decisions are in the right direction. Yes. Blessings.
Okay, next is Bianca, and I have her questions as well. First one, I'm requesting more downloads from the Arcturians, please, to help me speak their language and understand them more clearly.
Yes, I think they already heard your call. They are working with you at this time. It's going to be a slow process. They don't want to overload you. But yes, they are assisting you at this time. Blessings.
Okay, second one for Bianca. Assistance or downloads to help me learn more earth-based skills. In my case, downloads that will help me pick up how to create music better, art, or healing modalities.
We will do what we can, but I believe these skills are already living with you at this time. You just have to develop them. Concentrate on which one that you want to develop. And having 3 or 4 at the same time does not help with developing, but that's, you never know. But yes, these skills, I believe, are already with you at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next up we have Liz. And her first question, could you ask Ashtar Sharon about our new government?
It is still being formulated at this time. It right now is, they're going to give out a little detail, but it is being built. It is not ready for public consumption, but it will take some time for it to be fully functional. They do say many years, but you are seeing pieces of it. You will see pieces of it throughout this year.
Okay, second question for Liz. Are there any messages for me from Ashtar?
Right now, they are downloading much information to you. And your mission is to just be yourself, but to conduct yourself as you feel. As for giving out messages that you receive, but right now, they are saying to lay low. I believe you already know this. Until you are ready, I believe you will begin to give out messages to others, and your messages will be very powerful. Your time is not come. You're still working on it right now, but you will know when the time is right. I believe you already know some of this, but they just want to give you confirmation now. And they love you very much. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Blue.
Hello, Raphael. How are you?
Greetings. I am doing well.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
I had an astral. I came out of my body today and I went to a place. This place was a room and there was a man in this room. First, it was a female, but later, as I was just hovering in the room, as I was in astral, I saw a man around the 40s, and he was just looking at me and knew that I was there. And when I then stood in his room, he kind of came to me, and I couldn't use my powers of some reason. I don't know why, but he grabbed my hand and tried to give me a something on my wrist, on my hand, a wristband or something, and tried to kind of force me to wear it. And when I looked at my left hand, I had 2 of them already on my hands, and he tried to convince me that I should wear them as he was wearing some of them. They had red colors and black colors. I really didn't like it, so I refused it. And I said a word upon him and came into my body again. Can you tell me who this man was? He had kind of long nails, and I mean, he was not negative in a way, but he just didn't feel good to me. And I was actually angry in a way when I woke up again, that I couldn't do anything, that I couldn't use my powers. Just want to know who he was. He seemed to know me in a way.
Yes. Well, one moment.
He was very human looking and had human clothes on.
One moment. He is not making himself known to me. One moment. What I am picking up is an Anunnaki from Orion. So he's very humanoid. He's one of the humanoid ways. Many Anunnaki, they well, they can look humanoid, but one moment.
I mean, I didn't want to teleport to him. It just happened automatically.
Yes, he's more of a neutral energies. Well, energy source. One moment.
Yeah.
He has a lot of Asian energies around him also. One moment. The name I'm given is McKenna, but he has a lot of Asian origins on this planet. I'm not sure if you want to reconnect with him, but
Well, I just want to know what he wanted to do with me, but
will bring you a part of his clan.
Clan?
Yes, he has a clan. He is part of this earth, though. He wasn't exactly of the most positive energy, but he was of, you call, the sacred arts on this planet.
I know kind of what he was trying to do. He was trying to kind of bring me into his game.
Yes. And a lot of mind control is there also. And it's good to do that.
Yeah. But also, I think he was also trying to teach me some of his teaching.
Yes. I believe he might come back again, but I believe he will be more kinder. It's hard to say.
Well, he needs to be. He has to be.
If not, you will tell him to leave. But he does have a lot of knowledge. And some of that knowledge is very dark, but a lot of it is very light. So, but I believe that was a test we're going through at this time.
Yes, thank you. He was not letting me go out of his room. He had sealed it with some kind of magic, and I couldn't go through it.
Yes, he has a magic energy of it, yes. It is an old magician, the old magic of this world of, I believe it's like a secret society of your agents' secret societies. If you look into it, you might see you might feel his vibration somewhere there.
That's fine. That's okay. Thank you. And any messages from my guides?
Yes, that was a test, and you survived it well. And you asked for this test also. It is one to see if you're ready for the next stage in your life. As for connecting to energies, healing others, assisting this earth, you are moving up a level. You might not feel it, but then again, I believe you do in some ways. As you're getting closer to your mission, understanding it. Right now, there's been a question mark around it. I believe, at least what they say, you are getting closer to its source.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, Sheena?
Namaste, Raphael.
Yes, greetings.
Hi. Oh, I have waited such a long time to speak to you.
Yes.
How are you?
I am always doing well. Always.
You are. I just miss you very much because Archangel doesn't want to incarnate here, but obviously I couldn't wait to do it, as I understand.
Yes. Yes.
And born, I have a remembrance of that, and somebody, some other archangel, or it was my guardian angel, told me while I was watching my human parents, he told me that we are going to erase your memory now.
Yes.
Brought with me a little memory by myself.
Yes.
Could you tell me who followed me? Which show? Seraphim family?
Which of your Seraphim family followed you? Is that your question?
Yes.
They're not giving me any names at this time. If that's what you're
No.
looking for.
Yes, yes,
don't
I was
really-
just wondering if.
They don't really have names. Their
No,
energy.
I was wondering if it was. Yes, I was just wondering if it was you or if it was. Yeah, you know. Okay. And I'm wondering if you have any messages for me.
Yes, right now you're going through a healing process where there might be a lack of sleep throughout your nights because your astral body is connecting to the earth right now. You're connecting to Mother Earth also, combining energies at this time. I'm not sure if you feel that. That's a little bit intense to bring back with you. But you are connecting to Mother Earth in a great deal as you're unfolding a lot of healing processes you're going through right now.
Okay.
We do say in the next
Yes,
year you will
yes, I.
feel many different. You say in the next year you'll feel much different, but this is a long process, it seems.
Yes, everything is a long process with me.
Yes, I would understand why.
It's a. Yeah.
But that's good.
Yes,
It's
I
okay.
believe it. Okay. Well, I think that would be all. So,
Yes.
much love.
Much love.
Okay, so we do have a question from one of our members about you, and if you can tell us something about yourself that not many people know about.
Of course. I am always
Disclosure.
around you. You're all getting drunk. I am there with you. Getting drunk with you. Because still, we work with you to try to keep you so you can drive home safely. So my energy does arrive during those times. And I see that happens a lot across your planet, so I am quite busy. And that's one thing many might not know about, but I do bring humor into one. You understand when one is drinking a lot of alcohol, they become very humorous. My energy is very much involved with that because it is good. Sometimes it turns into not so good, but it does bring out a hilarious part of yourself. So that is where I sometimes appear. Not always, but a good portion of it. That's where I am. It's good for breaking the ice also.
Okay, we have one
Yes.
more, and
Yes.
it's Balaz.
Greetings.
Greetings, Raphael. Thank you
Yes.
for coming in. I want just to ask about a brief description about the state of my chakras, and I have a pain in my thorax, around my spine and my left scapula. How should I heal that? And maybe that's it. Thank you very much. Blessings.
Around your root chakra, there's a lot of reptilian energies from the past. And that you can use through Yeshwa's energy, Metatron, to bring much healing to that. Also, your heart chakra is in some ways disarray, but it is healing. It has cracks around it, but not. It's because it's refueling itself. It is bringing in a higher energy as the old you is clearing out. The old ways, the old thoughts, are clearing out. But I believe you will. It just, as for all your chakras, just visualize them as polished and clear and beautiful. That helps with your chakra clearance. As for this pain you're going through, that is part of your releasing process that's going on right now. How do you heal it? Yeshua's energy will bring much help for that, for release. Also, my energy, Metatron, one moment. You have a lot of Egyptian lifetimes there also. I believe you feel that vibration somewhere of the ancient times. And those memories, just ask for those memories, past life memories, to release from your chakras through meditation, or as long as that intention's out, it will flow out. It will leave you. Some might take some time because they've been there for a while. Blessings.
Thank you very much. Blessings to you.
Yes.
Okay, so I just have one more that I missed for our member Julie, and she would just like to know if there are any messages for her.
Yes, to see children around her, and they very much appreciate her work. I'm not sure if these are her children, but they are children. And what she is doing around them is helping them in their future time greatly. If she was not there, it would be a different story. It would be uneasy. Yes, not to say their lives would be perfect, but with her there they're not going to, I believe they will be grateful, but they won't always see it because humans don't always see the other path, the other timeline when your parent is not there. What we do there is brings a great healing. And that is the message this time. Blessings.
Okay, thank you so much, Raphael, for coming in. That's it for the evening.
Much
Thank
love to
you.
Yes, and drink up and drive safe, humans. Blessings.
Thank you, Raphael.
Okay, greetings.
Blue would like to do a blessing.
Oh, thank you.
Shaniyaha naha, atani shiyaha, ana shiniyaha, wahoa nae, tiyanaka, ashoha, hahani ilaha, anilaka liya, alini liyaha. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Michelle?
All right. Thank you all. And next one is next Tuesday. Good night. Have a great weekend.